What's up guys, it's Andrew here from Brit Breaks. How is everyone doing? This video will be released the night before the Premier League starts, or at least the first Premier League Saturday. My team, Norwich, no longer a Premier League side, but we'll survive. Everyone loves the Championship really, it's a much better league. But yeah, soccer cards. This is a topic I've stayed clear on for quite a while. I think the market's been quite volatile. I think certainly with lockdown, you've had a lot of new people come in and prices rose significantly. Now, prices are starting to stabilize. Prices have dropped where they should have dropped. Prices for base were way too high in things like Mbappe, where pops were still climbing massively. In the older cards, in the stickers, another topic I've kind of stayed clear of. They're more stable, and so prices have stayed a bit more stable there. I think it's a market that will grow longer term. I think it's a market that, to grow in the US, the biggest kind of card market, you need success from the American men's team, which hasn't really happened in recent years. They haven't made the last World Cup. You do have guys like Pulisic coming through, Weston McKennie, but you need that national team to perform well to get that kind of boost from the US market. However, we do have the Asian market. Certainly South Korea seems to be big fans of the card industry. You're seeing kind of Heung-min Son cards go up massively with the awareness growing. And in the UK, you've seen that awareness growing outside of what we'll open in a minute, of the European Panini products, the stickers, the match attack style formats, the new Adrenaline, which we'll open on this. And so I'm starting to look into it. I'm not putting too much money into soccer, more because I think I'm going to be so heavily invested in Bengals with Burrow this year, and kind of some of my basketball and baseball investments are pretty high. So for me, that's not an area I want to diversify too much risk into. If you have the funds and you're passionate about the sport, go ahead. As again, I always say, only invest what you can afford to lose. Think of it like a stock market. It's the same principles. Cards go up as well as down. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So, we've got some packs here. I brought some of these over, the cellos, as you saw in my recent shipment video. And these guys flew out the door. For a cello, they were selling really high. I actually sold them for quite a good price. Market-wise, £25 each. In the US, they're still hitting that kind of mark. And I've seen some of the UK buyers selling them at kind of in the 30s, which for cello is crazy high. 5 cards per league, as you'll see in a minute. We got the Adrenaline, which Panini has been pumping hard in the UK market. I'm not so sure about this, and you'll see my views when we open it. Anything with kind of match attacks number style, which you'll see on the design, it doesn't seem to do too well. Again, it's going to be pumped out massively. I think it's more for the kids market, and I don't think this does too well as an investment rip point of view, but it could be a fun open. Only £1, 6 cards a packet, so we'll get into that. But before we rip, let's look at my first soccer card investment player. I'm saying soccer just because it'll get the views, it'll get people from the US. Football is the correct name. So we have, he is one of these 4 guys on the packet, and it is this guy, Kevin De Bruyne. So I actually had another card that I've not even got here now. His Topps 2017 Champions League card. I bought the refractor there for $7.50, which I thought was a steal of a price. just in terms of refractors are shorter printed. They're not numbered, but they are kind of that shorter print range for sure. And I thought that was far too low a price for a guy who is probably a top 5 player in the world right now on a very strong side that now is rumoured of talking of adding Messi, so his price is going higher as well. Tied the assist record with Henry this year in the Premier League, I believe. So real high potential, already a star, but kind of as a market value guy, this is a guy I think could really rise with that popularity. You the first thing you see is these kind of big names, the goal scorers, Mbappe, Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar. Those kind of big four were the first ones to kind of get the jump. I think now you're seeing kind of the secondary guys. You've seen the rookies grow, obviously. You've seen Greenwood grow. I think now you're seeing the secondary guys grow. The kind of the 10s, the assist creators. So you've seen Foden grow as a potential guy. And the fact that his prices were kind of higher than De Bruyne's in some areas were wild to me. One thing I've stayed clear of is the Belgium cards, the 2016 Select. For me, I'm staying clear of a national team where it's a team that isn't going to win those trophies. They had their golden years, that squad of Hazard, Lukaku, De Bruyne, but that squad's aging. I don't think they challenge for any more European titles. And without that kind of stage, I've gone for the card in which he's won titles and potentially could get a Champions League. They've not done it this year, obviously, but potentially that is the aim for this Man City squad, is to win a Champions League. And again, they'll be contending for the title. So the first one I picked up was that refractor we've just mentioned. I managed to sell that already for £65 on a £7.50 investment. That's a decent reward. The next ones we picked up are these guys, museum collections. I believe this is from the 2018 season. It is. And I think these are really nice designs. I'm picking up cards that I think are visually appealing. So it's not a rookie year card for sure, but it's a beautiful card. Museum collection is more of a premium set for Topps. And we also have the gold to 50 here. Then Prism. Prism is the mainstay. So we've got a couple, two here of his base Prism for 2019 Premier League. Again, this is his first Premier League Prism. Not a national team squad, as I mentioned my reasons for that. But I think that's a card that grows, just the base. And then on an insert basis, these were super cheap for a refractor and a prism refractor of the fundamentals. Inserts are never going to be the first thing to jump up, but with base market growing up, these cards will rise in accordance with time. So if the base goes to, say, 10 to 15, we'll see that insert go to 3 to 5, and so forth. As the card grows on the base, you see the insert rise on a slower growth, but still growing with that main card. And I think that's what we'll see there. And the last one, which I've already listed on my eBay actually. So it's a blue parallel of his 2018 Premier League. Was it 2019? Maybe it's 2019, apologies. So number to 150. So I've listed that already. It's never going to be a huge price. I've probably set it a little high at 25. I think I picked that up for 5 to 10 pounds. Again, team color sells well. And numbered cards of a main player, whether rookie year or not, will grow. The first thing is always go for the rookie. If that's not in your price range, then these are sort of investments you look at. Numbered non-rookies, second year cards are huge of the main sets. If you stick to Prism, stick to kind of Optic Select in NFL. There's talk of whether to go Panini or whether to go for Topps in soccer. I think Panini is the best investment, which is ironic as these are mostly, I believe all Topps cards. No, sorry, the Prisms are Panini. They are the official license now for the Premier League. Obviously, Topps no longer has it. They were official for this year and had the Champions League, which I believe they still have. So it's a tough one in soccer with dual licensing, with different leagues being licensed in different places. Believe every card that will be out there will be officially licensed outside of the kind of Futura cards you see. I think the best thing to do is look at markets, look at prices, see which cards are growing, which cards aren't. If there's cards that are just going stable and not growing, then probably stay clear. Pick cards that are visually appealing, pick cards that you like, pick cards that you don't mind holding, and that's probably the best way to go here. But let's get into some pack rips. So we've got this beautiful Adrenaline. Panini really hyped this up. And it is their first kind of attempt to move from the base match attacks and add a bit more design into the cards. I actually have no idea if there's any value in these. There's certainly not in this guy, Ahmed Hagazi. They do have a kind of base foil shine to them. Just a lamination finish, again match attack style. Just doesn't seem to sell too well. Ashley Westwood. If anyone wants free digital packs, there you go. This one is for the UK Fulham fans, guys like London Cards, and I believe Sports Cards UK. Horrific kind of cut though. You see how the Premier League logo there is taken off half the crown. Really thin stock as well, almost taken off the Panini logo as well. This is not great kind of design there. A lineup card for Liverpool, which being Liverpool I imagine sells quite well. Musa Sissoko, Game Breaker. I highly doubt that's got any value. And then Elite Paul Pogba. Again, I'd be shocked if that was more than a 50p pound card. But it is red, it says Elite, it is Pogba, that's a card that's growing as well. So there we go, there's our 6 cards of Adrenaline. About all I really have to say on that stuff. I mean, it's good, there's cards, it's starting new people into the market, but yeah, it's not for me. So we've got Chronicles. So 15 cards from 3 leagues. We have our Premier League pack, our La Liga pack, and our Serie A pack. So we'll save the Premier League to last, and we'll start with our Serie A pack. If you can get into it, he says. So again, I don't think there's too many in the Serie A style of highly sought after cards. Juraj Kuka, pure guess on that name. From Parma, there's a rookie card. Andrea Pinamonti from Genoa, cool shirt there. Francesco Viccari from SBAL, and extra points. And it's a rookie of Arkadiusz Reka, again from Spal. And on in the XR, Jacopo Petricino. Sorry. Again, languages aren't my forte. Don't know if there's any superstar Italian speakers in the UK sports card game. But if you do, feel free to call me out on that pronunciation. I highly doubt any of those have huge values at all, but I'll ping them on the screen if they do have anything kind of above a pound. Cucho Hernandez, a really nice card on the Panini design. Obviously was a product in football 2 years ago, 2018 NFL. Aitor Fernandez for Levante. More goalkeepers, Unai Simon for Bilbao. Big fan of Bilbao, big fan of their food culture. San Sebastian's one of my favourite places to go in the world. A blue foil of Jan Oblak for Atletico. And our final card is an Illusions Real Valladolid, Sergi Guardiola, rookie. And a forward, so who knows, maybe this is a £3 or £4 card. No family ties to Pep Guardiola. So there's Sergi. And our Premier League cards. So this is where we're looking for that Greenwood. Again, if we can get into it. So a nice card on the back. A Jack Cork on the front, on the base Domros. We have Bernard Leno, goalkeeper for Arsenal. A Pedro Neto rated rookie for Wolves. Big year last year, see if they can kind of push on this year. We have an orange. It's a Sunburst. And it is of... I've just flipped it the wrong way. Wow. Press proof of Morgan Schneiderlin. It's not the one you really want there. And our last card though is a little bit better. He says, as he flips it the wrong way around again. And it is a Chelsea player. It's Mason Mount's rookie prism. Off the top of my head, I don't know what exactly this goes for, but I imagine that's one of the more sought after prism updates. Obviously these are the guys that weren't in the initial release, I believe, when they are prisms. So that's a Mason Mount. So that can get a sleeve. So there we go. That is a cello of Chronicles, an adrenaline pack, and my first football investment. Let me know who you're getting into. Feel free to give me tips on soccer cards. It's something that I've not really researched too much, which you certainly need to do if you're putting money into it. Anyway, guys, that's all from me. Enjoy the football, the soccer, and I'll see you all soon.